Hey team, what is up? Hope you guys are all having a fantastic day. We are going to jump into probably one of the most common questions that I get asked when anyone comes to me starting their health and wellness journey, their fat loss journey, their weight loss journey, their muscle gaining journey, their overall health and wellness journey. This is the number one question I get when anyone starts, and it is, what about fat burners? Is fat burners going to help me? Absolutely. I love fat burners. There's two different ones. However, don't jump right there to conclusions because I'm going to ask you 4 simple questions. And if you're answering no to any of them, don't waste your money. It's not going to work. It's not going to be a magic pill. I will be the first to say that there is no such thing as a magic supplementation where you don't have to put in the work and you're just going to see results. There's no such thing, and don't listen to anyone who tells you that. So, number 1, are you tracking protein and calories? Are you in the app with me? Are you focusing on this? Are you weighing out the foods that you're eating? Are you making sure that you're in a calorie deficit or a calorie surplus based on your goal? If the answer is no, then that is first number 1 step to make sure that your macros are ready to rock and roll and that you are working towards your goal, eating balanced diet and managing what we are putting into our mouth. Number 2, are you hitting 3 to 6 resistance training workouts plus working towards 10,000 steps? Is your movement a priority in your life? Again, yes, awesome. Let's move on to the next question. If not, stop right there and we will work on those first 2 things. Number 3, are you drinking a gallon of water? We cannot physically have fat loss without water. So we need to be focusing and making sure that we are getting more and more water throughout your day. Number 4, are you focusing on foundational health? If not, I've already created videos above that touch on these things. This would be microfactor, filling your micronutrients, energy, mood, cognitive function, and metabolism, OptiGreens 50, overall gut health, making sure that we are digesting, absorbing, and utilizing the foods that you're eating. Number 3, Full Mega, which is high quality fish oil capsules, high in EPA and DHA to increase good cholesterol, lower bad cholesterol, reduce inflammation within the body. If you are not doing those 4 things, don't even waste your money on a fat burner because it's not going to work for you. Now, yes, if you're saying yes to those things, a fat burner can be a great additive. It can take it to the next level. You can see better results. It's going to take you to the next step of seeing those results that you really, really want in a faster way. Now, I have 2 different fat burner types here that you can look into. First one that I recommend is L-Carnitine. This is a natural fat burner, so there are no stimulants in it. L-Carnitine or carnitine is created within our body. However, we're adding more to it as an amino acid, and it's going to help transport fatty tissues to be utilized as energy, natural energy, transporting fatty tissues to be utilized as natural energy. So no stimulants in this, but you could feel a little bit kick of energy based on how you respond to it. It also has ingredients in it that is going to help prevent future fat storage, which I absolutely love. Myself, as well as many of the team members, you'll notice add this into our greens to make them taste a lot better, have that fruitier flavor, things like that. The serving size is 2 scoops, so you can also add a scoop to a water bottle to increase the overall water intake that you're getting because it has a yummy flavor and naturally people tend to drink a lot more when it has a yummier flavor to it. So again, L-Carnitine can be a great additive to your journey to 1, increase the amount of water, help with your greens, and then 2, to help transport fatty tissue to be utilized as energy. The next ones are a bit higher or more intense because there is a stimulant into it. But I first want to talk about Thryo. So the thyroid is kind of the workhorse of our metabolism. It's kind of on the back burner, but it's also super, super important putting in all that work. So we want to make sure that that is running optimally. We do not want to take Overddrive if we are on an additional thyroid medication. So if your doctor has prescribed any type of thyroid medication, then we do not want to take Overddrive. However, if you're not, then I highly recommend pairing Overddrive with our fat burner because when our thyroid is running optimally, making sure that workhorse is running at its optimal levels, then the fat burners are going to come in and really be able to work hard as well. We've got 2. You can do it based on gender. However, it's not necessarily crucial that we do. So Goddess is our first, technically for women. And the reason that we have men and women is just because the different amount of stimulants. Yes, both of these have stimulants. So I want you guys to be very, very careful taking them with other stimulants like coffee, pre-workouts, energy drinks, things like that, because these will give you energy and we don't want to overdo that all at once, having way too much caffeine. So Goddess is going to be technically for women. It's also going to help regulate hormones. If Goddess does not feel like enough for my ladies, you can move to the Overdrive, which is for our men. Now, the only difference really is the blend here within the Goddess for women's hormones and the amount of stimulants within them. So we don't technically, if you're a male, we don't want Goddess though. So these are going to be the fat burner with stimulants, and it's also going to have an appetite suppressant. So when you're in a calorie deficit, it's going to help reduce those hunger hormones. We want to take one capsule with a meal, right? Like first meal that we can. And then if it feels good, you can take the second capsule with your next meal. We always want to make sure that it's with a meal. And again, you can pair it with the Thryo to get the best working fat burner that you possibly can get. So with those, we've got two different types. You can take both of them together because this one is natural and does not have a stimulant. So I hope this answers some questions about those fat burners. Again, if you're not doing those first 4 things though, don't even waste your money. If you guys have questions, drop them below. Love you all so much. Bye.